Deuxième jour de cette ADE, on est à Félix Méritis, c'est le bâtiment où il y a toutes les conférences et les masterclass de nombreux artistes. Là, juste derrière moi, il y a l'équipe de Diplo qui est en train de se présenter. Et juste avant, on est allé voir les charts musicaux, une conférence sur les charts pour voir un petit peu comment ça évoluait. Et on a fait quelques rencontres. I'm with Jacob from 1001 Tracklist. How are you after this conference?
I'm doing great, guys. It's only day 2, so my voice is still here.
I know your website for so long now, but how this idea came from?
So Jan is the original founder of 1001 Tracklist. He was a DJ who was getting tired of looking through the old Reddit-style pages where you need to click to page 2 to get info from a track before. His background is in software engineering, and so he decided to come up with a creative solution, just making an actual tracklist database.
How can you sum up a little bit, or the most important thing we have to keep in mind after what you told?
Yeah, well, I think this panel was a really great exemplifier that the dance scene is incredibly diverse. It's global. There are different sounds happening in the UK, that are happening in the US, that are happening in South Africa. And so to get a really clear sense of the global scene, so to speak, it's really important to look at all of the charts that exist. 1001 Tracklist, the Beatport charts, our charts, and it'll give you an idea of, what's commercially popular, what's happening in the clubs, what's happening among the DJs. But I don't think that you can really understand the full dance scene without kind of doing a survey of all of those different charts.
Shop started 1999, so now like more than 20 years, 22, 3 years. So it's also a record shop and a label. At the moment we do the digital platform, but we are also organizing Techno Tuesday. Of course, we have lots of music in the shop, not only dance, we have pop, rock, reggae, classics, drum and bass, and then further different styles of techno and house. Plus, nice. We also have our own production of t-shirts. We design and print t-shirts in the shop, so that's also something interesting that we are doing.
And there is even the dog. Hi, you. What do you think about music? You like it?
L'avantage de ADE, c'est que t'as tout, t'as plus des soirées, je sais pas, t'en as 150 par soir, t'as tous les artistes, presque tous les artistes du monde de la musique électronique qui viennent squatter pour ADE, donc c'est cool. Après, c'est vrai que des fois, le fait de te taper 15 soirées, ça fait un peu, c'est de la boulimie, tu vois ce que je veux dire, c'est de la boulimie musicale, on va dire. Donc je pense que quand on y va, il faut vraiment choisir les trucs qu'on aime vraiment et peut-être essayer de se limiter un tout petit peu. Enfin, je sais pas, c'est peut-être que ça convient plus à mon type de personnalité, ça conviendra pas à d'autres gens, hein, mais c'est vrai qu'il y a un peu, faut pas tomber dans ce piège de. T'as toutes tes soirées, tous les artistes, ok, donc tu fais tout et puis en fait tu l'apprécies pas forcément à fond.
Ouais, c'est comme l'alcool, quoi, consommer avec modération.
Ouais, voilà, c'est ça, on peut dire ça. Tu vaut mieux se bourrer à mort avec un seul alcool que de tous les mélanger, c'est ça, non?
Comment ça, Joris? Ça fait quelques temps qu'on se fait une petite émission tous les deux.
Putain, je me souviens plus quand c'était. C'était presque un an, non?
Ouais, c'est même plus, c'est entre 2 confinements.
Ouais. Ouais.
Bon alors, qu'est-ce que tu fais toi du coup à l'ADU?
L'ADE, écoute, je viens de signer mon petit contrat avec Armada. C'est un petit moment qu'on bosse là-dessus, donc voilà, je suis content, ça s'est enfin concrétisé. Et je joue à l'Art Showcase ce soir. Et puis accessoirement, j'accompagne les copains, quoi. Et voilà, quoi. L'ADE, c'est vraiment le rendez-vous de tout le milieu électro, donc c'est très important d'y être. On voit toujours plein de monde, on fait toujours de super rencontres, donc. Et puis bon, on fait un peu la teuf aussi, donc.
Alors là, c'est un peu plus de 19h à Amsterdam. On vient de finir nos journées de conférence. On marchait dans la rue. Et là, on voit ce magasin Raw. Il y a l'air d'avoir un petit peu de monde. Du coup, on va voir ce qui se passe à l'intérieur parce qu'on entend du bon son. I hear there is a DJ here.
3 DJs.
3 DJs. Have you already played or are you gonna play?
We play.
Yes, she's playing after. She's playing next.
How do you think about this idea to mix in a shop like this?
Yeah, it's different, but it's expanding my horizons. Just something new.
Indeed, generally speaking, like that's the best time to be like in electronic music in Amsterdam, right? Like everything's happening at the moment. So many people around, so many nice places to go. But this in particular, I don't know, man. Like I've been to a lot of in-stores. This by far blows them out of the water. Like Future Intel, One Eyewitness, they're really getting the job done. They know what they're doing. Big up.
Talk French a little bit?
Non, je ne parle pas français.
Pas mal quand même.
No, zero. But my father is from Thionville. In Metz.
Yeah. In the north of France.
Yeah, north of France. Yeah, a terrible place.
A small city, but...
No, sorry. I mean, I don't know if you need to have more parties in shops, but necessarily I think it is needed to have more parties in places that are not only clubs, because club culture should be, I think, expanded not only in clubs. So many times you feel included a lot, and it's your home in clubs, so why not extend it to other places? So cool idea, yeah.
Do you love to party in a shop like this?
It's cool, it's a good idea. I think it's also like very vibrant and gets people together, so definitely a plus for G-Star Road, definitely.
On est au cœur de la DO devant le Albert Heijn, c'est un petit peu le carrefour local. Et là, on a une grosse soirée Kuduro. Alors venez. Non, sortez, ça va pas. Arrêtez-les. Danza Kuduro, non mais oh. Hi.
Fútbol Club Barcelona, Visca, salud.
Hi, salute. No hablo español, sorry.
English.
English, I can English. Interview, yeah.
What do you need?
I don't know, what do you want? Are you going to make some parties here?
Yes. El row, from Barcelona to the wall, El row. We're going there. They don't have whiskey. That's a big problem, they don't have whiskey.
Are you high?
I'm high.
Hi.
A little bit.
I am with Jacob from Silk Music. How are you, Jacob?
I'm great. We've been preparing for this show for 3 years, so it's actually our first event since Monster Cat Silk launched. So it's our first official Monster Cat Silk event.
So you are A&R, but can you explain what is your job?
Yeah, and A&R is just responsible for signing music and curating the musical experience of a label. So I've built relationships with artists since 2008 when I started my work with Silk. For example, Shingo and Prof, I've released their music since 2009, or actually Shingo since 2009 and Prof 2009. Vintage Morelli, who's walking by us right now, since 2012. And BT joined our label last year, and we have some interesting projects with him coming next year.
C'est une caméra factice.
Ouais, mais tiens, explique-nous à quel point c'est une caméra factice.
Bah déjà elle est noire. Et en fait les caméras normalement c'est noir en fait.
Bon, du coup, Matt Fax qui fait un peu le clown face à la caméra, mais qu'est-ce que tu fais à la DE toi?
Bah écoute, on fait des shows, on visite, on rencontre des gens, on fait plein de trucs quoi. Les actus, bah écoute, je suis en préparation d'un 3e album, je suis en train de créer mon label, sortir plein de trucs. J'ai fait la compilation In Charles of Sunrise il y a quelques mois, la compilation Colorscapes. Il y a plein de trucs qui arrivent, toujours très busy.
Ouais, parce que je veux dire, t'es un mec busy maintenant quoi, ça y est.
Ah bah ouais, bah on essaye, hein, faut payer les factures quoi.
I know you for a long time for your music, and for a long time I think Vintage and Morelli was a duo, but you are alone. Can you tell us more?
Okay, so there's not really any fancy special story, but when I was a kid growing up with the Euro dance, back in the day all my favorite artists were basically a duo. So I had this, Vintage comes from this very sample pack that I had, like with really vintage old school instruments, and Morelli is actually me scrolling to an Italian dictionary randomly. Okay. So that's how the name